Hi, welcome back to our second installment on this series on contentment. If you recall, the other day we were looking at a faulty perception of contentment. You remember the image of the girl on a date as she salivated over her date's steak, pretending to be happy with her salad, when really she wasn't. And I don't know about you, but I've been there all too often, trying to be content with what I have. And really, I know in my heart of hearts, I want all those other things, but I'm trying to act as if I don't, act as if I like what I have. And I finally got to the place where I said, God, there has to be a better way. There has to be a different definition of contentment, because what I was trying to do wasn't working. I prayed over it for months and months and months, and at one point I finally felt like God gave me a new image. And I want to share that with you. It's an image I believe that we all can easily relate to. It's an image of a newborn baby. Cute, precious, adorable little thing. All the women in the room are flocking over this little baby, oohing and awing. He is just sweet and adorable and precious. Until he decides he wants to eat, and he wants to eat now. It always amazes me how little babies can cry so loud. They're so tiny and their lungs are little, but man, that doesn't stop them. So his mom's getting herself ready as quickly as she can, and she finally brings him up, and you hear him just gurgling down the milk as fast as he can. But before long, the clicking sound of the tongue as he's swallowing that milk slows, and it slows, and it stops as he's fallen asleep after drinking to his heart's content. The thing I find most amazing about babies is that God has fashioned them in such a way that if that baby were to wake, the only thing he would clearly be able to see would be his mama's face. He wouldn't look around the room and go, oh, look at Janie's pacifier. I want one of those. No, not in the least. And he definitely wouldn't look over here and go, I don't even know what that thing's called, but I need one of those. No, the only thing that he would clearly see would be the face of the one who loves him, who cares for him, who provides for him, who looks down on him with love and affection. Hebrews 12:2 says, let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Let us fix our eyes on Jesus. I have a feeling a lot of you are going to listen to this and you're going to say, but you know what, Stacy? It sounds like salad. In fact, it sounds worse than salad. That we're not even supposed to pretend like these other things exist, but we're supposed to just stare at Jesus and say, that's enough, and act as if all the things around us aren't even there. Let me tell you, I'm recording this in my kitchen. It's kind of a mess today, it always is. But I'm in my kitchen partly because I love food. Love food. You will never convince me that contented life really means just salad. I'm not going to teach a salad method of living. In fact, Jesus himself in John 10:10, he says, I have come that they may have life and that they may have it to the full. Other translations say that they may have it more abundantly. You will never, ever convince me that a full, abundant life consists in nothing more than pretending to enjoy what we have while secretly drooling over the things we don't. Join me next week. We're going to continue this. I'm probably going to go back to the written blog version, but we're going to continue this series on contentment. Now that we have an accurate definition, an image of what contentment really could look like, we're going to be really getting into the nitty-gritty. How do we become content? What are very specific, tangible ways we can practice contentment? Before we get to that point, Mike Wolf is going to be back on Monday, continuing his guest series. He's talking about role reversals of Adam and Eve, and even with you and me. What does this look like? How have our roles reversed? And what effects does that have? And what do we do? It is going to be a fabulous series. He posted this past Monday. You can catch that if you missed it. And then he'll be back this coming Monday. And then I'll be back Wednesday. Most likely it'll be the written format once again. But we're going to really be digging in to contentment, how to become content. Very, very practical, tangible ways that we can learn to be like this baby, to fix our eyes on Jesus, and to be grateful for what we have. Thanks again for joining me. I can't wait to see you again next week. Bye.